So, this is something I just need to get off my chest. I feel like I've been reality shifting ever since I was young, unintentionally, so I'm not even aware I'm doing it. In fact, I think we all have. This is something that has been lingering in my mind for years and years. So, I remember back then, all the way in 2011 and or 2012, being a little kid sitting in my living room. I was watching a show that I do not remember the name of. It was an animated show about shifting. I'm going to share what I know based on memory. It was about this one guy. He lives in Seattle. He's black, average shape, not skinny or fat. He had a family as well. He had a wife, daughter, and a son. One day, he was in his bedroom, and then he went to sleep. Then he started dreaming. He was just dreaming about being in a parallel reality that was 100% identical to his CR. And then, the most crazy thing happened. He saw the other him that exists in that reality as well just jump off the balcony and committed suicide. Because in that city, of course, it was flooding and everything, and he just jumped off the balcony and then let himself drown. That's what basically happened. After that, he woke up and he was freaking out and everything. And then everything was fine because it was just a dream, right? Well, now here's where the badness happens. He goes back to sleep, and all of a sudden, he wakes up in another alternate CR again. This time, he fucking shifted. One thing he wasn't aware of, though, was. Well, he wasn't aware that he shifted after all. But any other main thing, of course, that confirmed that he shifted was he was in a different city. He just woke up in a different city. I couldn't remember the city name. He got up and started to look for his he got up and started to look for his family. He tried to look for his wife, couldn't find her. He tried to look for his kids. He couldn't find them either. That's when he started to go on his mission on going to Seattle in this reality, the CR that he's in right now. As he's traveling back home, he runs into a lady and has a conversation with her. The only thing I can remember was at the end of the conversation when she told him, "Good luck in Seattle," to him. Of course, he continues to travel until he is finally back in Seattle, and then, good news, right? He finds his house. He is finally home. Yay! He goes into his house and tries to find his wife and his kids. And he was looking hard as well for them. And sadly, they weren't there. But now, all of a sudden, a random lady just was behind him. This evil bitch asked him if he was looking for his family, and that she quote unquote took them away for safety. When in reality she's a fucking kidnapper. Yeah. She said she was a kidnapper without saying she's a kidnapper. Then what happened was the guy did something very justifiable. He pointed a gun to her head, yelling, "Where are they? Bring him back." I'm honestly on bro's side for this one, by the way. Because he has every right to fucking come at her for that. That's just fucked up. And then it cut to a scene of a UFO. And it was only an outside view, but the family was in it, and they were being taken away. And then, boom, the show was over. It was left on a cliffhanger, sadly. For years and years, I've tried to look for the show, but can find no trace of it. Because technology is so smart nowadays, you can just search up very vague things about a show or movie and still find it. For example, if you want to search up Batman, but you don't know like his name or whatever, you can just search up superhero in black costume and he'd pop up. Or if you want to search up SpongeBob, for example, but don't know his name, you can just type yellow sponge cartoon and he'd appear. However, for this shifting TV show, I've tried to type everything. I've typed literally everything. I've typed show about guy who wakes up in a parallel reality. The show isn't there at all when it shows me everything related to that subject. I've typed up guy tries to find his family after waking up in parallel reality. Couldn't find nothing either. And guy who wakes up in a parallel reality in Seattle. And still nothing pops up. The show doesn't exist in this reality, period. It's still crazy how 11 or 12 years later, I'm now a shifter myself, trying to find my way back to my real reality, or my desired reality. Like, dude, that literally foreshadowed my shifting journey, by the way. Like, oh my god, man. Like, I'm still mad as fuck though, bro, the fact that I never got to finish that show, but jeez, man. But I remember watching it, man, clear as day. That's it, I'm out.